We're back again. Welcome to the shit show.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Do
Corvette.
not judge people based on their looks. Because you know what? Underneath it all, I'm an old school Corvette, baby.
Yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I can guarantee you right now that anybody who calls you beautiful is probably blind.
I'm extremely gorgeous. I'm highly intelligent. I'm so good at sipping iced coffee. I mean, come on. I should be famous. Yet the world does not appreciate what it has. But I am going to sip my iced coffee.
What?
And I am going to continue to serve face. Because regardless of whether or not I am recognized for it, I am what the world needs.
Nobody would even Spider-Man on you. The only reason I pointed that out is because of that Spider-Man shirt, but anyway.
Right.
Hi,
Yes.
I'm Kylie, and here are 3 things you didn't know are microaggressions.
Crash out,
I might
Kylie.
be talking to white people in this video because I have heard all of
Here we go again with another liberal white woman who comes online to start crying and complaining about things because of the fact that she wants to virtue signal. We get it, you like virtue signaling because it's the easy thing to do. You don't actually change anything. You just cry and complain like the losers you are.
Ozzy,
What the
does
fuck?
mommy look pretty? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes? Oh, thank you.
Ugh. Yeah.
Officially have a new favorite, KN95. To break into a top spot, a mask needs to be a trifold. I love it, especially if it's kind of approximately my skin tone, so it blends in a little bit. I feel like I get harassed less in public that way. Having a wire for the nose to help with fit, no glasses fogging, and comfortable ear loops, and have the interior of the mask also not be scratchy against my skin. It's got adjustable ear loops to really help keep that tight seal, and we've got a foam nose bridge in addition to the wire, so really helps get that tight seal. So for me, always in a high risk situation, I'm going to go with a 3M or a N95, but for everyday lower risk scenarios, this one, the Well Before in khaki, is going to be my new go-to.
So, it's going to have such a tight seal that when you're huffing and puffing at your fucking ICE protests and Antifa protests, you'll fucking probably pass out from not letting enough CO2 escape your mask. Alright. Go ahead, keep wearing it.
I think it looks great.
Now, I saw this video and I was genuinely thinking to myself, there's no way that this person is being serious. It has to be a joke. There is no way. But then I really thought to myself that, yeah, there's a high likelihood that this person is actually being genuine and they genuinely believe in this nonsense.
But even if they still have a penis, though, do you think that, again, exposing a child to male genitalia just because that person feels female is a good thing for society?
Well, I feel like you're not going to expose your genitalia in a locker room. I know for me, you just get changed and stuff. So in terms of exposing yourself in a locker room, I feel like that is not an issue. But if people are afraid that the trans person is going to mess with the female in the locker room, that's why I'm saying I feel like it's not an issue either, because if they identify as female, then they're not going to try to mess with these females.
This person is in college and is just showing us all how college works and how much indoctrination goes on in college, because you've gone through years and years of education and you can't even tell us what the difference between a woman and a man is.
I would rather go to literal prison than be in the prison that is motherhood. I'm not fucking doing it. I don't care. Find me. Charge me. Put me in jail. Give me a criminal record. I don't care.
Well, I don't think you should be having kids either, because there's going to be more people like you. Anyway, whatever.
I'm not having any fucking kids.
Well, that's good for all of us. No more stupidity coming from you because of the fact that you don't procreate. Well, that's a win. Before we get back into the video, if you guys are enjoying this video, like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, make sure you hit that bell so that you get notified when a video comes out, and so that you can watch more craziness and more funny videos as well. Also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Yinka That Guy, and let us get back into the video.
Every protest is just Palestine now. Climate change is just over. Greta Thunberg's in put solar panels on the Iron Dome? Climate change was always the most annoying of the protesters. They were like throwing soup, blocking roads. They didn't show their tits. I appreciated that part of it. Which is nice. It's not effective, right? There's nothing less effective than women being like, you better stop doing this or you're going to see some tits. Like, you know.
Right.
Every guy's just like, oh no, I littered again. Give me my punishment, I guess. Obviously, if Greta Thunberg showed her tits, I'd be like, all right, it's fine. Yeah, you're right. All right.
Yeah, that's
Can we get a burqa on her?
gross.
She's, you know, if you want people to stop stuff, you can't put tits at a rally. You need dicks at the rally. Like,
Nope.
Makes sense.
if you were driving to work and it's just 100 guys in a helicopter,
Rough.
they're dicks, and they're like, stop using oil. You're like, I'll take the bus. Like, whatever. Whatever you guys fucking need. That's what gay guys did. They're like, you better get us gay marriage, or there's gonna be fucking more of this. And then they got gay marriage, and they're like, gotta be honest, we really like doing this. I can't stop, won't stop. So
Yeah, Ryan Long is a funny guy. And if you want to see more skits like this, go and follow him on Ryan Long Comedy, which is on the Instagram page that we just watched. He always has videos like this, similar to this, talking about cultural issues like this, and obviously he puts his twist on them. So go and follow him there.
Besties, we're going out tonight. As someone who's
What?
breaking the generational curse of needing permission in order to live my best life. If someone is going to try to dim my light, I will shine brighter.
Yeah, so I don't even need to say much to the stupidity that was in this video. We get it. You want to promote everybody to be fat because all you need to do to be fat is just sit around and eat as much as you like and you'd be able to achieve that body. It's literally the most easiest body shape to achieve, and every person who is lazy can achieve it. So that's what you want to do. You want to promote everybody to, you know, lower their life expectancy, which is hilarious to me. But I just want to point out, I think I'm going to use this comment to every body positivity person I see, including the slim ones. I'm going to show them this comment right here, and I hope they take it as a compliment because, you know, all bodies are good bodies and all bodies are beautiful.
Some of the people that are always protesting against racism, like yourself, are always white. If racism was such a serious issue in this country, don't you think we would see more ethnic minorities here protesting?
But we have white privilege.
Stop. I can't take
What the
anymore.
fuck are you
I can't
talking
do this.
about?
I cannot do this any fucking more. I can't do it anymore.
And so
The only privilege she has is to look fucking retarded. Which actually everybody has the same privilege. You're just going out of your way to do it way more often than everybody else.
we need to recognise that.
What can you do that I can't do?
I'm not saying that I can. I just
You
obviously.
said you have privilege.
No, I say I recognise
Gotcha,
that I
bitch.
have white privilege.
So what,
And I don't mean that in a negative, derogative way.
You
but it's
literally
like, what can
just
you
acted
do
hella
that I
racist
can't?
right
Because
there.
privilege means you have more doors open for you than me.
Yeah.
So what is it exactly?
And I think that's true because I think we do have an underlying racism still in this country.
So
Oh my. No.
do you think ethnic minorities don't have the privilege to come out and protest?
Oh no, I absolutely agree, and I would.
So why they're not here?
If I'm honest, I don't think we have an awful lot of minority groups in the village.
Maybe it's because maybe they're not experiencing racism. Do you think that?
Well, I'm sorry, but I part-time live with a black man who does experience racism. So I'd ask you the question: do you experience racism?
Well, I feel like reality is that this country promises equal opportunity, but not equal outcome.
Yeah, liberal white women, once again, as I've said, are some of the most hilarious people. And you know what's very funny about this whole interview? She didn't really actually answer the question that you asked her. Because, you know, just like politicians, people like this don't care about anything. They're just here to virtue signal and just there to dodge questions because she didn't even answer.
It's been a while since I went over this, so let's do a quick refresher. We are a 3-parent family raising 2 amazing children. My husband and I, we're a married couple. We're raising our kids alongside our platonic co-parent. We're not all in a romantic relationship, though. My husband and I are polyamorous, and he does have another partner, but that person doesn't live with us. The 3 of us all do live under one roof, and our oldest child is now 3 years old. We've nicknamed them Peach for the internet. We also have a new baby that we've nicknamed Strawberry. We use gender-neutral language when we talk about our kids, one, to allow them to grow up to be whoever they're going to be, and 2, to help protect their privacy. Our children call us Daddy. My husband is Papa. My co-parent is Momo. And they're growing to understand all of us as equal parents. They know their biological background, but they also know that we all love and treasure them. If you want to learn more about our family, you're welcome to follow my page, and I'm always happy to answer questions.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck that. I'm done with this shit.
We're in California right now, and illegal immigrants get free healthcare in California.
I don't believe it.
Would you like me to show you?
Healthcare, and they don't get free healthcare.
Would
They
you
get
like me to show you?
Medicaid. You know, I mean that's.
Hold on, the cowbell, is that like the equivalent of the bullnose piercing of just a different generation? I don't know, I point I see a correlate.
Wait, I'm sorry. They get Medicaid?
I think they do.
That's healthcare.
Yeah, that's healthcare, but I don't think it's free.
How can you get to this age and still be this stupid? I have totally thrown out the whole mantra of with age comes wisdom because these people clearly show us that's not the case.
Yep.
So I recently made a video about microbangs and whether they repel men.
They do.
Oh my god.
I really don't think it was the microbands you had to make to try and get men to stay away from you, and I can guarantee you it wasn't because of men that you decided to have the microbang. I want people to rewind this video, look closely at the bands or whatever she wants to call them, and see how far back her forehead is. Trust me right now, it's not the men that made her have bangs, it's definitely something else.
Now, Australian Aboriginals are the oldest indigenous culture in the world. Do you know why there's so few of them? We killed them.
Yes.
We committed a genocide.
Why were we able to do that? Why were we able to do that?
What are you implying?
I'm just asking you the question.
Are you implying because we're better?
No.
What are you
We
implying?
were technologically far more advanced. That's what I'm implying. What's not clear about that?
So you're saying...
I'm saying we were technologically more advanced. Would you
So you're
disagree
saying we're
with that?
superior to Australian Aboriginals?
That's quite the opposite of what I'm saying. I'm not saying we were superior. I'm saying we were technologically more advanced.
So how is that the opposite?
Superior implies a moral quality. I'm not making any moral implication. You seem to be. But
Okay.
what I'm saying is...
I think most people would hear it that way.
No.
Again, you're a very intelligent man. How would most people hear that?
Most people would hear what I'm saying for what I'm saying, which is...
Why? What's the point of this question?
The point of this question is
because we came in with our better gendered binaries,
No, sorry.
and they're...
No, at the end of the day, more technologically advanced means that, like, okay, you roll to a place where there's a bunch of people with sticks and rocks, right? They start throwing sticks and rocks. The people they're throwing sticks and rocks at have guns. The people with guns shoot the people throwing sticks and rocks. Yeah, that's generally how that works. You hurt me, I hurt you back. And I just happen to have better weapons.
We were able to
this
deal
is
with
going to
them.
work a lot better if you just hear the point I'm making instead of
I
getting...
really cannot understand what it could possibly be other than we are better.
well, let me explain it to you what it could possibly be. And,
What's it got to do with the gender binary?
your argument, we're just talking about the argument, and you seem to get quite heated about this, which is completely unnecessary. You think it's necessary?
I'm a bit stunned by what you're implying.
No, you're acting in a kind of passive-aggressive way, which indicates that you're not
I
happy about-
genuinely am being 100% authentic. My visceral reaction to a white man sitting and saying to me, and why were we able to commit genocide on them? And then just pausing.
Yes.
Is very visceral to me.
Let's go back. First of all, it's interesting that you brought up my skin color because I thought that was the exact opposite of what the point you're trying to make in the book. But anyway, let's come back to the argument.
You haven't read my book, so you wouldn't know.
Gotcha,
the point.
bitch.
You said that the point of your book is it's all about you can't say this as a this person and whatever. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
You're very reductive. I thought you were a lot more intellectual than this.
What a fucking dipshit.
I think this is very revealing.
She did all of that talking just to show us all how intelligent she truly is.
Yep.
There is no way you believe in the nonsense that came out of your mouth. And this person is someone that people would look up to. And she just said the most dumbest things I've ever heard. Why is it so difficult for these people to understand that, yes, there are some cultures that are just better than other cultures. We don't see you going to live in these cultures that you love to prop up. You love to live in America while saying that there are superior countries than America. We get it. You like to virtue signal, but your virtue signal leads to show us all that you're just stupid.
My son wants to show you his SpongeBob Pop collection, and you're gonna be nice about it.
What?
Okay, so first I have this tiny itty bitty one. It's Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's, and I...
Your mom's not a tiny itty bitty one, and I'm willing to bet she's not handicapped, she's just overweight. I'm gonna dial back the pettiness for just a moment. Maybe.
like it because it's not a real one, so it just kind of comes out like that. And then I have two from Beauty and the Beast, which is the musical I did my freshman year. I have one of Cogsworth, which is the character that I played, and then I have one of Lumiere, who I was pretty close to the person who played Lumiere. I have 2 Spider-Man ones. This one's specifically Venom, like half Venom and then half Eddie Brock. And I also, this is my largest one I have. I have more at my dad's, but this is the largest one I have here, is this Sinister Six Spider-Man Amazon exclusive. And then the last 2 that I have are both Sonic, which is my favorite video game series. I have one of Shadow Hedgehog. You may know from the live-action films that came out. It's just him. Looks pretty cool. And then I also have one of Metal Sonic, who was the villain in the Sonic OVA movie from the 90s. Thanks.
Some people really need to get some self-awareness, because how did you make such a video? What were you expecting the comments to be? And I had to point out this was one of the comments that was left under a video. Although it was a GIF, so it wasn't actually moving. I'm sure you guys who are watching this get the gist of what was being shown. And once again, South Park showing us all how much of a clown world we're living in.
Just walk you through the logic, though.
The logic. I'm asking
the logic.
What? Do you think a sect?
Can you explain though your logic there?
Hold on.
No, I'm not gonna understand the logic.
No, I want to get back to the thing we're talking about.
I know.
No, I want to get back to the thing we're talking about.
Hang on.
No, I'm not hanging on. It's not about escaping.
Before I just want to get back to this logic.
This is the point that I'm trying to make.
Why would it be that there was more?
I'm trying
Hang on,
to make.
stop.
I don't want to.
I just want to finish.
I want to get back to the thing.
If you answer this last question,
I don't give a shit. I want to get to the next thing.
Why won't you answer?
Brian needs to mediate the fuck out of that right now.
Because the whole point I've been trying to make this whole debate is that any chance you get...
Well, I mean, it's true, though, right?
No, it's not true.
Okay, well, then explain the logic to me.
Because if women are feminists and you hate feminism, then you hate women.
No, you hate feminism.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's the thing, and I can prove it. I hate men who are feminists, too.
Hey.
Oh, you're looking at one.
Yeah,
Cheers, brother.
So here's the thing. If that's the case, then, would that make me a misandrist?
I don't think so.
What if most men were feminists? So I'm a misandrist, right?
If you hate them for that, yeah, sure.
Okay, so then I'm a misandrist and a misogynist.
Then yeah, you hate.
So
people.
I just fucking hate everybody.
I mean, I wouldn't say most.
I just fucking hate everybody.
I wouldn't say most men are feminists.
You did say the logic.
I did.
Yep.
I absolutely did.
Why would you say the logic?
Because that's not what I'm talking about.
Yep, and that's it exactly right there. F the logic. That's exactly what he said. He doesn't care about the logic. These are the stupid people that we're dealing with. They don't care about logic. Even if it's contradictory, even if it breaks any of the laws of logic, who cares about it? Because my feelings.
What brings you guys out here today? Why is it so important to celebrate?
Well, the reason we were celebrating is because obviously it's a happy time. Gay doesn't only just mean like girl and boy or, girl, whatever. It just means happy. We're out here to celebrate being queer.
What is...
By the way, gay used to actually mean happy, but y'all perverted the fuck out of that shit, and then just tried to take it back for us, and then reclaim it at the same. What the fuck was that?
She's not able to speak with you. You have to speak with me directly. So when you want to talk to her, you can let me know, and I'll speak for her.
Yeah, you can let me know what this situation is right here.
She's messed up, and I'm her dominant, so yes.
What?
For the people who don't really understand what that means, can you kind of clarify?
Basically, in order to speak with her, you would need to get permission from me. And in other words, I treat her like a very, very, very pretty princess. And then she trusts me with her neck, her life, and everything. We just figured it out when we were in the bed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know about the recent Supreme Court case, Medina versus Planned Parenthood? Now states can defund Planned Parenthood money toward things like abortion and... transgender.
W.
So the reason for abortion is because Caucasians are actually going in this thing. So most of the women who get abortions happen to be Caucasian.
No, actually. Roughly 50% of the black population was actually aborted. You can thank Margaret Sanger and all the political bullshit that pushed it. Go ahead and research that.
So basically what I'm saying here is in order to stop black people, Hispanics, from overpopulating America, they need to slow down abortions.
Okay.
Yeah, because most of the time, if you look at the rates and you actually view, the statistics, you'll notice that Caucasians are the one with abortion. So we're kind of out effing them for the YouTube.
So are you against abortion or are you for it?
I'm both. Well, if it suits you, it suits you.
What the heck is going on in this video?
Way too much degeneracy.
Someone help me.
Excuse me, ma'am. What's the most beautiful thing about black women?
Our natural hair, our personality, our looks, just our charisma.
You said black women's natural hair is the...
Yeah, the natural hair thing, that's weird because her hair was straightened. I don't think I need to get too far into that. Anyway, let's go with this.
their most beautiful trait. How come they always cover it with wigs if it's their most beautiful trait?
Okay.
Because we have been indoctrinated to believe that we are not beautiful, and the only way we're going to be beautiful is if we have long, straight hair.
Mm. So, I mean, but we are kind of free now, are we not? So.
But you remember, if someone puts something in your mind, right?
Right.
It takes a very long time for what to happen?
For you to get it out?
Exactly.
Okay.
What did Bob Marley say?
And how old are you?
You emancipate yourself when you what?
I never heard
Free your
it.
mind. You gotta free your mind.
Right, so how do we get more black women to free their mind? Because the most, like you said, I do agree with you. Their hair is very beautiful, but I don't think they believe that.
Sorry for the younger generation.
You have a daughter?
She wears her natural hair.
Okay.
The irony of her saying our natural hair while both of them are not wearing their natural hair. I don't know how you could say you have the most beautiful of anything, yet you cover that thing that's apparently beautiful. You have to be a stupid person to say the things that come out of these people's mouths and actually believe it, because clearly they don't. Because if you have the most beautiful hair, you think you'd want to show that to everybody, yet this is the demographic of people who seem to cover their hair up of the most beautiful hair in the world ever. Doesn't make sense?
Nope.
No.
Work visa, without a work visa, if he's come over illegally, he won't get any
I'm not talking about
benefits.
illegals. I'm talking about legals.
Okay, but then they've got a work visa.
No, but that's not the case, and we know this because 47% of London's social housing is going to immigrants. Right.
Let's
So
talk about it all.
no. I really want to on this. Right?
Okay.
So this is a categorical injustice to the tax-paying people of Britain. You are one of these people.
Yeah, we do. We
were born and raised in Britain, and some foreigner is taking your money to slack around in a house all day.
Who said they're slacking around in a
They
house?
do it here
Where's your
too.
proof on that? Where's your
Because they-
evidence on that?
Because they need social housing, right? If you're working hard, you don't need a social house.
But then you say that to the people who are born in this country as well, because
Yeah, I
they're
do
also
say
sat
that.
in
I
social
do
housing.
say that. But there's a difference here.
What's the difference?
Because they
Colour of
are-
skin.
They're
The
British.
hue of your...
They're British. It's not about...
Dude, and another factor too is that like the people that are coming to that country have a vastly lower IQ, and so it causes this fucking issue. So it's like, how the fuck are they supposed to compete in the workforce, right? If they're borderline retarded, you know, not giving them a pass by any means. It's just don't let them in, so that way they don't fucking leech off the system and fuck up the gene pool. I'm moving on.
about hue. It's about lineage.
But
right? They don't come from somewhere else.
But okay, Paul.
Comes from somewhere else. He has a country, a family, a history, a lineage in a different country. And now he's arrived on our shores, and the British
To help the economy. You know, when they're working and they're working,
But he's not helping the economy if he's being given a social house. That is a drain on the economy.
That's also a myth. It's
not a myth.
The drain on this economy
It's
is
not a myth.
also people born. You're saying, okay.
I'm not saying
Okay, this is
people
what you're
born
saying.
here aren't a drain as well.
Okay, this
They
is what you're
can.
saying. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Okay, I get what you're saying. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying that actually there are people born in this country that also are a drain and a burden to our system, to our infrastructure, to etc. But actually they're allowed because they're English.
We can't get rid of them.
Right. They're allowed because they're white.
No. They're allowed because the government's soft.
Right,
But
okay. But the Ahmed from wherever isn't allowed because he's a foreigner. Now, let's take that argument back
actually.
to the 1960s, 50s when my dad came over. They said the same then. And my dad paid his taxes.
Yeah,
my
but we
dad
didn't have a benefit
contributed.
system then like we do now.
They did. They used to say the exact same thing
Yeah, but
back
the
then.
benefit system is wildly
No.
since the 50s.
Possibly, but then,
No,
but back then they used to say they're also a burden on our system.
Notice how there's no female loneliness epidemic? We're like going back to school and becoming the most educated we've ever been in all of history.
Yet you're still stupid.
We're advancing in our careers and
climbing the corporate ladder and becoming the breadwinner in a lot of our families.
Turning 40 this year and everything is just hitting me right now. It's like not where I wanted to be.
But my feminism.
I haven't succeeded at anything. I haven't. God, I haven't even tried. Like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to cope with anything.
When trying to be a girl boss goes wrong, oh yeah, that's every time. Well, most cases.
Traveling with our friends and taking Pilates classes and learning how to cook or sew or paint.
I'm telling you, that singleness only hits you at night. When you ripping and running throughout the day, when you at work, when you know, whatever extracurricular activities, when you're doing hobbies, when you're at the gym, you don't even care about being single. That's not even on your mind. But when you pull up to the house at night and you get in that bed alone, that's when you be like, I really wish.
We are developing ourselves and strengthening our bonds with other women.
God damn, that piano's loud. What the fuck?
So another CEO was shot, and I just saw a comment that said, "These are rookie numbers, guys." Rookie numbers is crazy. No, but they're not wrong. They're not wrong. These are rookie numbers. What the fuck are we doing? Isn't this the USA? Aren't we like Pew Pew Central? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? And before I get conservative,
Well, we have self-control and restraint. You know, it's like Jordan Peterson was mentioning, like the whole notion of you have to be a monster and learn how to restrain the monster, right? I think that makes enough sense.
hopping in here being like, this is actually horrible. You shouldn't wish death on people. Blah 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 blah. No. I'm gonna give these CEOs the same thoughts and prayers that you give to dead children. Okay? Got it? Alright. For a party that cares so much about kids, you don't really seem to give a fuck when they're the ones that are getting shot up. I can't help that the boot is shoved so far down your throat you're fucking choking on it. This woman was literally part of the reason why so many people struggle to buy houses. Please wrap your head around that. She's part of one of these big-ass fucking conglomerate companies that buys up all of these houses and permanently rents them out so that nobody can fucking buy a house. This shit is ridiculous. So I don't feel bad. And if you can't buy a house, neither should you.
Yeah, there's no surprise these words come out of their mouth. So if you has a bullnose or piercing, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just another stupid person who decides to come on social media to tell us all how stupid you truly are. Thank you for that.
I just got into a car accident with an 18-wheeler. Literally, my car went underneath the 18-wheeler. If you're in a minute, you know it's raining so bad.
Damn, calm the fuck down before you record a video. I can't understand what the fuck you're saying. All I heard was 18-wheeler. Calm down. Wipe the snot rag, or wipe the snot off your face with a snot rag. Handle I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
My car just sped out of control. And went like the 18-wheeler. I literally was just praying to God. And I made it with my son. And just like, make sure that I relax. And then I hit the side of the highway. She was the name of my son. And I've been here for about 8 minutes. Not one fucking car has stopped to make sure I was okay.
It looks like you're alright though.
To be driving on the emergency lane to get around me.
But it looks like you're okay. Are you bleeding?
I'm just so grateful my son was with me. Literally, there's always something, bro. There's always something. I don't know, like, if you smell. Like, I gotta be so fucking bad.
Go pee in your car. It's totaled anyway.
Seeing me go underneath a fucking 18-wheeler. Like,
Sorry for that cough.
I just really started
Probably hella loud.
crying. Like, I'm just so thankful to all this shit. Like, I mean, my son. And I just, like, braced myself for whatever.
the one stopping to check on you right there.
When I thought I've seen it all, I really haven't. This video just showed me we are genuinely cooked as a society. You just got into a car accident and the first thing you thought to do was to take your phone out, record yourself crying, and post it to social media. You're in a car accident. We've seen the wreckage. How is your first thought to record yourself?